Yeah.
He said, yeah.
What is up, y'all? What is up, y'all? What is up, TikTok? What is up? Let's share this out. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Hello, hello, hello.
I thought you were not having a rough day, sir.
That escalated very quickly. What's going on, y'all? How's it going? How's it going? Just trying to send some invites out here. Hello, hello. We're in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. Troy, New York, y'all. I'm out here with Indios. 6 people watching. Where's everybody watching from? I'm gonna turn this around. We're in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. Woo! Wild stuff in Troy, New York. You ever heard of the Trojan horse, y'all? Trojan horse? South Berkshire County. Right on, South Berkshire County. I like the Berkshires. Kimmy Joe Glick, KCMO, Kansas City, Missouri. Right on, right on. Right on. I'm out here with Indios 369. You know Indios 369? He's right there. We're getting ready to cross. There's all sorts of castles down this way. We're in Troy. Castle tops everywhere. Castle tops everywhere. All sorts of stuff here. So Troy, the Green Island Bridge, right? Oklahoma, right on. So this is the Hudson River. I talk about castles along the Hudson River, right? Talk about the Templars for entertainment purposes only. The Templars moving up the Hudson. All right, crossing safely, TikTok. You were born in Troylet? It's not Troylet, come on. Whoa, oi. Indios right here, there he is. You know him, Indios 369. I am Lance from upstate, Lancelot. You can check me out on TikTok, on Instagram. My full live streams are now on YouTube. Okay, and I have some full live streams with Indio 369 on YouTube. So we're out here in Troy. We're gonna be walking around out here. I'm gonna flip this camera around in just a few minutes. But I'd appreciate it if we could send this all out, push out the algorithm, help out a little bit. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. We appreciate you so very much. We crossing here?
It's down there.
Down here? All right, we'll keep going down this way. Indios is leading me around. He's the accident guide.
Exploration guide.
He's the accident guide. 312 people watching live. How's it going? Dinosaur Barbecue. We're in Troy. I appreciate all the shares, all the love. Thank you so very much. Again, Lance from upstate. We're out here exploring the truth. The truth. Please go watch the first 3 pinned videos on my account. Go check out Indios 369 if you don't know him. He is awesome. Him and I have been collabing for a while. He's the first person I collabed with, and he's my buddy. He's awesome. So, Troy, New York. That's right. Yes, I'm an American patriot. I serve this country. Thank you very much. I joined the United States Army at 17 years old and turned 22 in Afghanistan. I was in the infantry. I am an American patriot. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, brother. Thank you very much. You on TikTok, bro? No? All right, well, we're live streaming. We got 300 people watching you right now. Appreciate Instagram? You on Instagram? All right. Gotta try, right? Indios, INDIOS 369. Indios 369. I'm gonna turn this around because we're heading towards some castles, y'all. Some legit castles. All sorts of stuff in Troy. Hudson River, right? We talk about the Hudson River. Look at the size of this barge. Huge. Sam, hello. We got a bunch of comments I'm gonna get caught up on real quick. Thank you so much, Tommy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Why is everybody bringing politics into this? We're not here talking about politics. I don't feed into the whole system, okay? We're here spreading truth into this. We're not here talking about politics. I don't feed into the whole system, okay? We're here spreading truth. Truth. And the truth is right in front of us, and I'm trying to teach y'all, Indios is trying to teach y'all how to see the truth right in front of us. What's that? Let's see what this. Armenian genocide, 1915. Well, this is, yo, that looks like the Vietnam Memorial on Long Island right there. That's exactly like the Vietnam Memorial on Long Island, y'all. I've seen that before. Dedicated to the victims of the Armenian genocide. All right, the Knights and Daughters of Vartan. Hello. All right, we're gonna keep moving. There's all sorts of old world brick over here. Eddie-O, I'd love to come on your podcast. Eddie-O, I'd love to come on your podcast. Is the White House actually occupied, or is it just really an empty building? I'm not 100% sure. I think that people are there, but it's definitely, there's a lot of secret knowledge about that place that they don't want to share with us. That's for sure. That is absolutely sure. Vietnam Memorial. Oh, look at that. We got all sorts of stuff in Troy. There's all sorts of wild stuff in Troy. Eddie-O? All right, Eddie-O. Let me see here. Yeah, Eddie-O, I'd love to be on your podcast. That'd be awesome. So then we got the Korean War Memorial. And I've talked to this a lot about this, right? With these war memorials, we're putting war on display. I'm a veteran. We can talk about this. We have to talk about changing the world, right? Be the change that we want to see. Starbuck Island in Troy. All right, we're gonna keep going. Where's everybody else from? Where's everybody else from? 222 people watching right now. Where's everybody else from? Wow, look at the Nephilim arches on that one. Whoa, dude. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Augusta, Georgia, Oklahoma, South Carolina. I love South Carolina. I was just down there. I got to be cognizant of South Carolina. I love South Carolina. I was just down there. I got to be cognizant of where Ithaca, New York, right on. Ithaca, New York. California. Yeah, I'm just trying to be cognizant while I move by these people. I don't like getting people on camera that don't want to be on camera. Look at that up there, bro. Look at this. Saskatchewan. Kansas City. Oh, Kansas City. We are in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. T-R-O-Y. Troy, New York. Wow, dude. And then, I mean, now we're getting into the heart of it here in downtown. Giant monument down there. You can see. Yep. Huge castle there. Look at the Nephilim arches on this. Huge arches. What do we have for dates on there? Over here? All right. Here, we're going to follow Indios. Indios is our tour guide here in Troy. Indios 369. So Darren's going to lead the way for us here. Warner Brothers, Troy, New York. We're going over to check this bad boy out. I can see from here. So we're waiting on the... Oh, we're in the city of Troy, bud. 1889 maybe? Those are huge Nephilim arches. Huge Nephilim arches. Wow. All right, we're gonna get over there. We're heading over there. There's all sorts of stuff we're gonna be checking out here, y'all.
So the left side says 1859 and the 5's busted off.
Oh!
The other side's 899, 800.
Yo, check. Wait till you see this, y'all. Wait till you see this. There's 1,000 years difference on this. Oh, there's 1,000 years difference. Look. What's that say? 1859? What's that say? 899, bro. 899. 1859. And that 5's coming off. 899, bro. 899, bro. 899. And look at the faces up there. Come on, $8.99, dude. That's $8.99 on that date. $8.99, bro. 1859. Another. And this giant. Look at the size of this arch. Look at the size of that person walking by. Did you see that? Hey, Darren. Would you like to hold this? I'm gonna run across just so we can get context of how big this arch is.
Right. These windows were never here. This was wide open, this arch. Lance would have been able to walk right through it. You can still see the pillar columns on the inside from when it was a temple.
I see Templar crosses in that one right there.
That one?
Yeah, that brick one. Yo, what do y'all think about that one right there, huh? Yeah, those are the doors from the Giants, the Nephilim. Yeah, that brick one. Yo, what do y'all think about that one right there, huh? Yeah, those are the doors from the Giants, the Nephilim Giants. Listen, y'all, we go live all the time. If you're not signed up for notifications, please go to my main page, hit the bell in the top right corner. Sign up for notifications. Be notified when I go live and when I post new content, please. Same thing for Indios. So we got Freers, Troy, Cash, Bazaar. A bazaar. Everything goes back to commerce, right? Markets. And what do we have in the center there? Is that a Freemason handshake and an Amazon smile? What's that look like to you? What's that look like to you? Asking for a friend. For entertainment purposes only, of course.
Let's look at the seal. There's deities.
Yeah, there's deities. Look at the horns, bro. Look at the horns. I wish this could... Yo, you see that? Look at the deities with the horns.
I didn't even see that.
Like a goat head. Yeah, look at goat head. Come on now, dude. That looks like Pan, bro. Is that Pan?
One of them.
Or one of them, Baphomet. And then literally it's right there. 1859. $8.99, bro. It's right there in front of you. Yo, it's right there in front of you. I just showed you the size of this. All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep walking. We're going to keep walking. Thank you for the follows. We appreciate you. I am Lance from Upstate. Yo, this wild. $8.99. $8.99. This whole live stream will be posted on my YouTube, Guts and Glory Ranch. Please go subscribe over there. I will post this entire live in its entirety there. I have several lives that are over 2 hours long already posted to YouTube. Please go to YouTube, Guts and Glory Ranch. Give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. Wow. What are those ones up there? Oh, is this the big door knockers? Yo, you see these door knockers right here? These move, bro. These move. And I can show you the facade. Look, the brick is falling off out here on the block. We are in Troy, New York, bro. Troy. Facade. No, we are in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. Upstate New York. Troy, New York. Upstate. Ready to go this way, brother? This one, I see a huge Nephilim arch right here. Huge one. It's a huge brick. Crossbones, how's it going? How's it going? Careful crossing always. Look both ways. We have 183 people watching us live right now. We got a bank we're coming across right here. This has a big open Nephilim arch of some sort in here. Man, look at this. Those right here, those knockers, those actually move. Those actually move. Warped Lake. I have filmed Uncle Sam's grave here at Oakwood Cemetery. Indianapolis, yes. I want to be out in Indianapolis. There's a lot of places I want to check out. Yo, this is Troy, bro. Troy. When I came up, I wanted to see this. Wow. This is wild. Boots on the ground. Best way to find them, absolutely. So Indios, that's Indios 369. He has, I don't know, over 70,000 followers. Indios 369. INDIOS 369. Him and I collab together. Yes. So him and I have been collabing together for a while now. That's him down there. Troy, he's filmed a lot in Troy. This is my first time going live in Troy and actually going around and filming Troy. Other than that couple of castles that I've done, I have one viral video of a castle down on the Hudson from Troy. This arch is interesting, and I don't know what was written down there. Indios 3. There you go, Lulu. Thank you very much. Indios 369. So like I said, this whole live is going to be posted on my YouTube. So please go subscribe to my YouTube. You can watch this whole live. And I have several other lives on there. I've been posting all my lives. Look, all right, so we got keyhole pattern right there. Roman keyhole pattern. Granite Cowboy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Lulu, thank you, thank you. I appreciate your support. So that must be a post office. That's a post office. We got how many stars? You got to remember, everything is symbolism, especially when it comes to the ones at the... Granite Cowboy, I love you too, brother. Yeah, we're out here trying to wake people up. And I appreciate all the support. Indios appreciates all the support. We're out here doing it. And we wouldn't be able to do this without y'all's support. But please, they try to silence us for entertainment purposes only. They try to silence us. So sharing out the content, it really helps in a big way. Signing up for notifications when we go live and all that stuff. Oh, he's walking over there. The Union. All right, so that's that bank that we were looking at from this side. Dennis, thank you very much. Lulu, yes, exactly. We're just trying to wake up here and help everybody wake up, right? A podcast called Ancient Conspiracy talks about all the Freemason influence on the East Coast. There is a lot. There is a lot. They were Templars. Templars. There's forts. We're missing at least 1,000 years from the timeline. Indios and I, there's a bunch of content creators that are all showing this in real time. John Hutchinson's another one. Batman, he's awesome. There's a bunch of people. Mr. 76, Chris Beal, the Giant Hunter. I appreciate all the shares. Thank you so very much. I'm just waiting on Indios over here. I'm chomping at the bit to see this square down here. There's a Freemason square we're gonna go check out down here. Yeah, it's so many Templars. It all goes back to the Templars. I appreciate y'all. We got almost 200 people watching live right now. 200 people watching live. What year do you think that we are in with 18? Oh man, we know we're missing at least 1,000 years. And the whole thing, like the linear timeline was just fabricated. It wasn't, not even linear. That's the whole thing. Like time's not even linear. And if you look into like the originations of the Gregorian calendar and all that stuff, you would know like why it was put into place. So we could be slaves. 13 months, yeah. It used to be because we were on the lunar cycles, right? Lunar cycles. Then they wanted us on slave cycles. Wow.
This is Proctor. They got a bunch of Judah lions and the family crest.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Proctor's is wild over here.
You been here?
No, but we drove by it that day. Y'all want to see some symbolism? Stand by. Stand by. Yeah, the only thing I will say, Flat Earth Panda, what's up? The only thing I'll say about time is that we know that they lied about it. I mean, that's the only thing that we'll say for that. The only thing we know for sure. One little flower here.
You asked me earlier what year when I said I don't even know.
Dude, I want to come to Nashville. Nashville is a place that's been calling me. You want to go to Nashville, Indios?
I don't care. I'll go.
Yeah, Indios wants to go to Nashville with me. Yeah, so many cities have the same symbol. Wait till you see this one right here, y'all. Wait till you see this. And giant Nephilim marches everywhere, but wait till you see this. Bro, this is Proctor's Theater. Proctor's Theater. What do you think of that? What y'all think of that? Oh, we have, what's at the top? Is that a snake and a fleur-de-lis? A fleur-de-lis, a fleur-de-lis at the very top. Oh, and then we also have some triangles, some trinities. What is that? 2 barber poles? Are those barber poles? Templar Freemason columns? What do y'all think of this? We are now in the age of Aquarius. This is the golden age. All truths will be revealed. Look at all those crests up there. Look at all those crests up there. Look at all those crests. And then we got what? Griffins along the bottom. Look at all those crests up there. Look at all those crests. And then we got what? Griffins along the bottom. There's checker patterns up on top. Triangles. Do we have snakes and fleur-de-lis at the top? What do those faces look like, y'all? Legit. Come on. Oh, and then down here we have Judah lions. Look, a bunch of Judah lions down there. And there's a bunch of faces all through here. Mouth open, mouth open, mouth open, mouth open. Come on. Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama. I need to get back down south some more. Definition, Eric, Grand Rising. I don't know what the mouth open means specifically when it comes to this. And there's some deeper symbols in there. Man. I wish I had a way to zoom in better. I honestly bring binoculars with me, but those are very interesting in itself. Look at those faces. Those are Templar. This is all Templar. This is all Templar. 3 suns with a crest in the middle, and it looks like a snake and a fleur-de-lis. Fleur-de-lis. These right here, those are Judah lions. Judah lions. This is in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. This is Proctor's Theater. Proctor's Theater in Troy, New York. All sorts of stuff here. Troy, New York. What, the crest up there, the fleur-de-lis? Fleur-de-lis. It's a French symbol, but it goes back to way, way earlier than that. Way earlier than that. Oh, and there's more crests on the bottom. The blue ones always get my interest. The blue ones always get my interest. Ended while you try to promote me? What do you mean? I'm not ended while you try to promote me? What do you mean? I'm not wild. TikTok is absolutely wild. Whoa. Alright, so block. Brick. Huh. Look at this. Look at this. All this stained glass. We're just like literally. Oh, these are probably apartments. Top of a castle right here. LV Granny, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. This is all beautiful stuff, and it's way more beautiful. And the shapes of all this architecture was for a purpose. Hello, Tina. Hello, dear. Is that the resonance and round it off. We're not supposed to be living in square boxes. That's where the lowest vibrational frequencies are. Stained glass through here, but look at this. All right, so you see the brick, right? Down below, and it's filled in right here, okay? School.
They somebody
carved into it after the fact.
Somebody did that recently.
Yeah, and then look at this one right here. Huge.
Somebody
carved into it after the fact.
Someone did that recently.
Yo, and then look at this one right here. Huge. This is all filled in. All filled in right here. Why would this be filled in? This had a little Flat Earth Panda, I really appreciate you. I don't understand why they're saying my account's suspended. Thank you for the love. I appreciate the hearts. 14,000 hearts so far. We've had 3.6 thousand viewers. We got 14 new followers already. I appreciate y'all so very much. So very much. I mean, you can tell. Okay. This is all mud flood. This is all mud flood. All right, you ready to see the front of this place? So you can see. All right. And look, there's all Templar crosses. Iron crosses. Templar crosses all along the border. Those are all crosses. Okay. Got a huge Solomon bank. What's the front of this look like? What's the front of this place look like? St. Paul's Episcopalian Church Guild House. Templar columns at the top. I mean, that's a, what's that? That is, there's a Seal of Solomon inside of there. There's a Seal of Solomon inside of there. Bro. I'm gonna cross the street, y'all. Seal of Solomon in there. This is a Seal of Solomon, right? Seal of Solomon. Back to the Templars. That's a Seal of Solomon with inside of that. With those Holy Trinities. Templar. And then look, you have a French Templar cross up there. What's that? That is a Crusader Templar cross. That is a Templar cross, bro. A Templar cross. Templar cross. Templar cross, Seal of Solomon. 2 columns. They got wood on top of this thing. This was legit like a real folly on top, and then they put that wood as a facade. That's like a different addition after the fact. This is, what's up? Yeah, it got fortified. Absolutely got fortified, this whole thing. Earth Panda 74, I'll definitely get over and be checking out some of your stuff. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the support. I didn't realize they were saying my account was suspended. That's wild. Look at that one down there. Look at that bank, huh? And this place. Wow. And this is the top of the tower that I wanted to see. Yeah, absolutely. But that's all wood on the top. That would have been like a real castle folly on the top of there, but they look at this though. Wait till y'all see this one. As the buildings. As the buildings. Wow. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you, thank you. What's going on? There's some facts here. The changing city. Troy is a city designed for walking. Originally, people's horses were never very far from the places where they worked, worshipped, and played. As Troy's commercial district expanded eastward from the waterfront, the houses on 3rd Street were something into were replaced by stores. In 1875, the 3rd Street burial ground was moved to make room for Troy's first city hall. So they moved a burial ground to make room for the city hall. Around the corner the same year, the Troy Savings Bank opened its new headquarters building with its music hall. Wow, 1875, big year. And this is that church right here. Okay, bam. So we're literally standing, this huge brick building. Where's this brick one? I don't know where that one is. 3rd City Hall Streetscape. Troy Savings Bank and Music Hall. We're gonna be heading over here. This is a gigantic building. No, my family are slaves. You are, unfortunately, for entertainment purposes only. No, they don't. They don't care. That's why we're trying to change things, right? Look at this Solomon Bank right here. Legit Solomon Bank. Look at this thing. Look at the Nephilim Arch on this historic St. Paul's. I guess so. I guess so. All right, Episcopalian. So this is a huge Nephilim door, all filled in, right? St. Paul's. Templar Cross. Had its start in 1795 during George Washington's presidency, and the parish was incorporated. The parish was incorporated in 1804. St. Paul's and his parishioners have played a pivotal role in Troy's history and was home to many of the entrepreneurs and industrialists that contributed to the city's prominence and prosperity. So this was incorporated, and then it helped with the city's prominence. The present church is the parish's second site. It was completed in 1828 in the Gothic revival style designed by Ithiel Town, aided by grant funds from Trinity Church, New York City. Look at this thing, dude. Come on. Do you see the size of it? All right. Giant Nephilim arch. And then it's across from what? A huge Solomon bank. And it says, established in 1905, but erected in 1926. Amy Sue, how are you, dear? I've been waiting for you. I appreciate you. St. Paul's Episcopalian Church. And this, man, come on, man. This is a huge, huge building right here. Indios 369 right there. Oh, look, more Templar columns, Freemason columns. Wow. More facades on top of facades on top of facades. Templar cross. I don't see the cornerstone. I ain't seen a cornerstone yet. Those are Templar cross, Templar cross, Templar cross. Big Nephilim arches. This thing is wild looking. That's Indios right there. Indios 369. If you don't follow him, please go follow him. This is there. Indios 369. If you don't follow him, please go follow him. This is a castle, bro. This is a castle. Templar castles. Templar castles. And so this is all brick, right? We talk about facades. Look at all the brick back there. Let's go, Amy Sue. I appreciate it. We got 150 people watching. We had about 330 people watching at one point, 340 people. There's more stuff that we're gonna see. There's all sorts of stuff here in Troy. Yeah. All right. What sense do these windows make? David O'Neill, what is going on? Brad Attack, thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. It's 5:34. We are in Troy, New York. Wow. Huh. 1926. Is that church we've been looking at? Oh, Brad, I'll definitely have to check it.
I want you to look at this blueprint I got.
Thank you for all the love. I appreciate you.
Right, look it.
Wow.
That's your Freemason compass.
Here, I'm gonna turn this camera. Look. There's the blueprint right there. Come on, dude. That's the blueprint. And that's what, from the Library of Congress?
That's from Cotswold Military Library.
Military Library. Check that out. And then check this out. Let's go back here. And let's go back to this. Come on, that's the same thing, bro. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. 10:30 p.m. Tartarian, Manchester, UK. Right on, right on. United Kingdom. That's so awesome. They laid the pipes at their ground level back then, Danny Z. Well, I'm sure that has something to do with some of it. I'm sure it does. This thing is huge. Man. Covered your mirrors so you could sleep at night? Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the joins. Somebody was just asking me about my fat. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the joins. Somebody was just asking me about my fat autophagy and also increases male sleep. Yeah, we got to clean ourselves up, and we have to set the example. And we do that by being in touch with ourselves and in tune with ourselves and getting healthy. And intermittent fasting is a way you can do that. I've talked about this on my page. Is it glitching? I'm sorry. Sorry, it's always glitching. Always glitching. Big-hearted, peace and love. Much love.
That leads to college. There's an all castle on this street heading down it.
Want to go down this way? Yeah.
Go down here, take a left. You'll be right near the college.
Perfect.
And it literally says castle right on it.
It says castle. It says castle. Castle, 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 castle.
Oh, yes, you remember that video with the lady thing I'm talking about? Pizza?
Yeah?
That pizza shop right across the street from the music hall, which was the Mason Hall. What did he say?
Oh, fuck, we said get down. Franklin Street. Alright, so these are all the composers, right? Did you ask if I was part Viking? Yeah, everybody keeps asking if I'm techno Viking. I never heard that guy till recently, techno Viking. But my lineage actually goes back to Ragnar. Goes way back to Ragnar. And that's legit. That's fact, Jack. Goes back to Ragnar. Look at this thing. Mozart, Beethoven. And this was the Freemason Music Hall. Troy, New York. Rohan, you're very familiar with Troy. Johnson. Oh, look at this thing over here. What's that thing over there? That looks like
Castle. It says castle right in the front.
that one. That's the one that says castle.
Yes.
Oh dang! We're definitely gonna go check that out.
Miss.
Come on, come on, castle. Look at this thing. Huge arches over there. You're a Viking from Denmark? Well, hello. Viking, real Viking from Denmark. 13, my brother. You're awesome. You are awesome. I appreciate you so very much. It legit says castle on the front of this. Wait till y'all see this. Legit says castle on the front. This is wild looking. Who's building this? What's it called? The Payne Castle? 49 2nd Street. All right.
Like Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
Legit. We're gonna.
See him in the color?
Yeah, bro. All right. All right. We gotta walk over here. We gotta walk over here. What's this say? That's not a castle, people will say. Yeah. Okay, dude. That's a castle. Lion head. Oh, look, we have there's an owl. There's your Moloch right there in the middle. There's your owl. Who's this in the middle with smoke coming out on either side of those? There's some kind of cornucopia coming out of the side. Who's this? Yeah, no, this is creepy. And then look, we got Templar columns up there, bro. Yeah, no, this is creepy. And then look, we got Templar columns up there, bro. Gargoyle. These are all Templar columns. That is a legit Moloch right up there. That's at least one. There's another face back over there. I'm not going to step up here, obviously. Man, what do y'all think of that one? The backside's all brick, so Darren says the backside is all brick, y'all. All brick. Of course it is, right? Yeah?
33 Hart Street. The hose is where that other Templar fort is at. I did a video there.
At the
Oakwood, that box in the back, that black box, that was in the thing, that said heart on it.
That's, gotcha.
And it was also,
Wow.
this is 33 Hart Street in Troy. And that's what the back of that building looks like.
33 Hart Street in Troy. And that's what the back of this looks like. Exactly the same.
And that's Hart's Museum.
So, and then Hart Museum, 33, what was that, 33?
Hart Street.
Hart Street. Rensselaer County Historical Society. Oh, we got that park down here, and
Yep.
you want to go this way?
Want to get this one?
General Joseph Bradford Car Building. What's that?
I want to get this side real quick.
Yeah, no worries. General Joseph Bradford Car. Yo, that goes way down.
Look at that.
Look how low that goes down in there. That's dirt. That's legit dirt. That is all dirt. That's all dirt, bro. Dirt. These stairs were obviously a second thought. Yeah, no, Troy is very old. So, like I said. Yeah, no, Troy is very old. So, like I said, for entertainment purposes only, we talk about. So, like I said, for entertainment purposes only, we talk about this. All that, Achilles. The historic district of Troy here. Oh, what do we got up here? What's that, y'all? Y'all know what that is? What does that look like to y'all? What does that look like to y'all? Old brickwork. What is this? Wow, wait till y'all see this one. Pine cone pineal glands. Pine cone pineal gland. Spot on, Amy Sue. Thank you very much. This is wild, bro. This is just... Huh. What? Oh, this is where I wanted to be. Yeah, this giant... We're in Troy, New York, y'all. Troy, New York. Troy. Yeah, this square. Wait till you see all this stuff in here. There's so much stuff. There's so much stuff. Something going on with the internet here? Something going on? Oh, really?
Yeah, you could see that they had a train going down the whole entire Hudson at one point. Dave, though, these dudes suck at these. They told my buddy to lay their concrete work because he don't even have the workers to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that down there. Sage Park. History of Sage Park. Y'all want to read the history of this? In 1796, Jacob D. Vanderheyden conveyed the eastern half of the land between 1st and 2nd Streets to the people of Troy for use as a public square. Public square, right? In 1802, the ground was cleared, trees were planted, gravel paths laid, and a wooden fence was erected around the square to keep livestock out. In 1821, the educational pioneer Emma Willard... wooden fences erected around the square to keep livestock out. In 1821, the educational pioneer Emma Willard located the female seminary on the south side of the square. Soon after, the square became known as the Seminary Park. In 1834, the trustees of the First Presbyterian Church donated a parcel of land and old church buildings to the western half of the site to the city, and the park was expanded to its current size. In 1838, it was enclosed by an iron fence designed by Master Ironsmith. Master Ironsmith. You gotta look that up. What does that mean? Master Ironsmith, Edward H. Beebe, while most of the fence was removed before 1900. Fragments have survived and are incorporated in the current fence. Since in 1917, the name of the park was officially changed to Sage Park in recognition of Margaret Olivia Slocum Sage, who established Russell Sage College. Okay, yeah, Russell Sage College. You know. All right, this is mounded. We're in a park right now. In this park, this is literally mounded up, right? And we're in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. The Trojan Horse, bro. The Trojan Horse. What is this building doing in Troy? Okay. What is this building doing in Troy? What's that building doing in Troy down there? Okay. Oh, we're heading down here. In honor of the men and women from the 2nd Ward. Man. That's Indios 369 walking down there. Look at this. Yes, Lulu. I was thinking more in the sense of master mason. Because you got to realize that, like, master masons, they're not just doing masonry, right? They're not just doing brickwork. Masons do everything. So you have a master in ironwork, a master in music, a master in whatever. You know what I'm saying? How big this? How big this? What is this? Front door of Russell Sage College campus, Julia Howard Bush Memorial Center. Where is the date on this thing? What is the date on this thing? Y'all see this? Y'all see this thing? Y'all see this thing? What is the date on this thing? Y'all see this? Y'all see this thing? Y'all see this thing? Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 da. Oh, Indios and I, we make content together, and what ends up happening is that, like, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. And then we kind of just weave and wind in together, you know what I mean? He does awesome stuff. So that says the same thing. I mean, this structure is gigantic, y'all. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. There are some mounds in this park. That's old world yellow brick, it looks like. Well, let's see. Russell Sage College, founded 1916. That's what it says up here. So Russell Sage College. Yeah, so if you want to call it, I've gotten away from, sorry, I'm trying to fix my phone here. I've gotten away from calling things Tartaria because it's Templar. On this site, the first house of worship in Troy was erected 1792 by the First Presbyterian Church, present church built in 1836. Man, that thing is beautiful. Walk through this portal. There he is. I'm catching up. This arch. The book. Crossing safely here. I'll be honest with you. Talking about this fast. Been on this fast for 5 days. Fasting is incredibly beneficial for your health. You look into the effects of autophagy. But I just made a video about it earlier. Go check that out. Oh, you want to know more about long-term or extended fasts, Tina? yeah, working out like normal is okay. Looks like PA, Missy Martin. Yeah, no, it's a lot of the same stuff in the north. Oh yeah, working out like normal is okay. Looks like PA, Missy Martin. Yeah, no, it's a lot of the same stuff in the Northeast. But yeah, Tina, no, working out is fine. Just make sure that, like I drink a lot of water, and you know my water jug I carry around. But I make sure I add sea salt to it. I use Eden sea salt, and I can send you a picture of what that looks like, Tina. But I add sea salt to make sure you're getting electrolytes. And then like I was talking about before, definitely start checking out an alkaline-based diet. I've been talking about that for a bit, but alkaline-based diets, it lowers the acidity level inside your body, and it makes the environment less hospitable to make you sick. And that is, that's science. Absolute science. There's Indios right there. But what I would do, Tina, is I know that you've been working on intermittent fasting, which is awesome. Intermittent fasting is amazing. I recommend to everybody, like if you're going to get into intermittent fasting, do like a 16 and 8 diet, meaning that you don't eat for 16 hours a day, but for 8 hours a day you can eat. And in that time frame, you want to lower it down and not eat a bunch of times, because that's going to spike your blood sugar, which is going to help lead to insulin resistance. But the 16 and 8 fasting schedule is very good. And then when you get into extended fasting, you know, don't just go into it. I mean, you can do whatever you want, research whatever you want. But I started off doing a couple fasts for 2-3 days, and then I jumped in, and the longest one I did was 8 days. And that got me started on my weight loss journey when I was up over 300 pounds. This is interesting right here. Indios is down there doing his thing. He tries to film his videos, and I don't like screaming in the background because I'm very loud. So that's why he's over there doing his thing. Manda Panda, you'll be down where? Lulu, yeah, so there you go. It's also very important that when you break your fast, right? When you start breaking your fast, that you, like me personally, break it with something that's going to be gentle on the digestive system. And I like to start with a fat. So something soft like an avocado that's got fat in it, and that's going to coat your system. Don't just go straight into eating all sorts of heavy stuff. Yeah, so Amy Sue, you do the OMAD, like 1 meal a day kind of thing? Light foods like fruits. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know, you see my videos I make all the time. I tell people I'm a gorilla because I do eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. I eat a lot of eggs from my chickens. You know, I'm not going to lie. I would love a bologna sandwich, but there's no way I could ever eat it. And I don't eat pork anymore, and I don't eat red meat. It's just a personal choice of mine. I don't really eat chicken. I eat fish and I eat shrimp, but I eat a lot of eggs and a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. And you see me, I mean, I'm on this fast right now. I work out, but my workouts are all calisthenics based. Push-ups, walking. You see me walking around all these cities talking to y'all. But calisthenics, I do a lot of push-ups, a lot of walking, planks, 5-5-5. Way to point that out. Synchronicities. Synchronicities are real, and they're super important. They're clues that the universe is trying to tell you to pay attention, right? Trying to give you a clue about something. 1888. So Darren's going to have something about this Indios. Me looking at it, there's some wild stuff going on in there. I see an anchor and a fleur-de-lis, a cross. There's some wild stuff. Wonder if he wants me to walk down there. I'm gonna tell him I didn't want to disturb him, you know. There's the Hudson River, the mighty Hudson River. Yeah, it's fancy. Look at this thing. I still think like Springfield, Massachusetts was pretty wild. that the griffins and stuff that I showed you. I know. This is wild. Look at this, bro. So remember the law of four corners, right? So all the way down there, that corner is at least level with this corner. And you got about, I don't know, at least 20 feet. Oh, 13. I mean, I don't frown upon anybody eating meat. Like, especially if you're eating clean food, I think that's different. And I think that, like, we're not supposed to be eating meat like 3 times a day, you know, for every single meal. That's what I think. But if you can incorporate it, for sure. Like, I had venison from when I was a hunter in my freezer. I was a big hunter before my awakening, and I still intend to eat that venison. But that's why it's all about balance, right? That's why I did that video about those greens earlier. Yeah, so the law of four corners, all these structures that we point out and that I'm talking about, y'all can know, right? The law of four corners. That corner down there, that's way down low. So that's the Hudson River that I talk about all the time. Castles along the Hudson River. That corner, which goes down further than that, absolutely it does. But that corner has to be at least level with that corner down in the ground. So you're talking at least 20 feet. 20 feet right there. All filled in with cinder block. That's old red brick right there. That's, y'all were asking me about Mason or Templar red brick. This is Templar red brick. This is Templar red brick. Brother, absolutely. 13. Fed an upside down food pyramid and told to eat 3 meals a day to make sales and sell. That's 100% right. This is why I talk about them Rocky fellers, right? 1911. When I talk about that, it's because 1911, that's when the Supreme Court came down on Rockefeller and made him break up Standard Oil. Oh, look at the train tracks that literally go right through the road. All right, he was trying to point these out to me earlier. Look at these. These are train tracks, bro. We used to have trains and trolleys everywhere. Bro. This is Old-World red brick. This is the Hudson River. The mighty, powerful Hudson River. Yeah, everything we were taught about so much. A lie. That's why we're out here, right? I talk about that all the time. I don't care who tells the truth. I just want the truth. That's it. I don't care. And we can't get the truth without having real conversations. No, Brad Attack. I love it up there. Rogers Island, that's a powerful place. There's a lot of spell work that needs to be broken there, though. Ferry Street Wharf. Oh, here we go. Somebody said something about Uncle Sam. This is the place where the legend of Uncle Sam was born, bro. Right here. During the War of 1812, Samuel Uncle Sam and Ebenezer Wilson shipped barrels of meat destined for the U.S. Army from their Hudson River Wharf at the foot of Ferry Street. Each barrel was stamped with the initials U.S. When asked what the initials stood for, dock workers replied, well, that stands for Uncle Sam, of course. 'Tis he who's feeding the whole army. Word quickly spread, and soon all government property was referred to belonging to Uncle Sam. $13, 100%. Yeah, that was a Zippo sound, Lulu. This is where it all started. Follow the Uncle Sam Trail. Indios and I went to Oakwood Cemetery where he's born. And there's also a 75-foot tall obelisk up on top of Oakwood Cemetery that's dedicated to General Wool, who led the Trail of Tears, bro. Literally led the Trail of Tears. And there's a 75-foot tall obelisk in Oakwood Cemetery next to Uncle Sam where he's buried. Yeah, that was a good one, going live there. Darren and I had fun there. We got locked in another cemetery. It was wild, absolutely wild. No, Oakwood and Troy, New York, not Oakwood, Syracuse. Well, yes, so no, that's the whole thing, Amy Sue. Is that big, like, monumental relief?
I'll put down this game.
No. Yeah, no, you're good.
Live will end in 2 seconds.
All right, so we're heading back up. Wonder how many people we've had. 31,000 likes on this. Absolutely. Darren, you're getting all sorts of love, bro. All sorts of love. Yeah. Everybody just wants to say hi, saying I love you.
What's up?
You
Hi,
hear?
guys.
Brad Attack, no, absolutely. Have a good night. You've got a beautiful spot up there. Fort Edward. I'm gonna come live. I'm gonna go live up in Hudson Falls and Fort Edward, my old stomping grounds. Amy Sue says that we appreciate you, Darren.
I love all of you.
He says he loves all y'all. Amy Sue is awesome.
I think I recognize that name from
No, 13, thank you, bro. Your content, bro, I'm telling you, 13, I come across your content's divine timing every time, brother. Keep posting your stuff. I love your stuff. That's interesting. Whoa, look at down there, bro. Look how far down that goes.
I was just talking about it.
Yo, how far down's that, bro? That's legit. I don't know. 10, 12 feet right there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is fancy, right? Stamped over letters. We talked about this before. We talked about that, stamped letters. Well, everything's these underground tunnels. And that's the whole thing. Like, yeah, definitely good eye. Definitely good eye. We got to pay attention to all this stuff.
That's because the front of the street, the original raid's the back. I think they put subway systems in.
Flashlight's on. Your flashlight.
But they put in like the water things. So it'd probably be easier just to drop them on flat land and bring in dirt than it is to dig them.
Than it is to dig all the way down and run it down. Yeah, 888, exactly. 888. And that matches what? We just showed you. What was it over here? 888 was the date on it or whatever?
Jesus is Mexican grill.
So what is this? Jesus' Mexican Grill over there. Jesus' Mexican Grill. Coke bar. Torta Thursday. I'm doing Taco Tuesday tomorrow, y'all.
You gonna break your fast tomorrow?
I might.
Break your fast with?
Huh?
You break your fast with?
We were talking about that. I'm gonna break it with an avocado, and then I'll healthy fats, and then I'll give that, probably like half hour or so, and then I'm gonna eat some fruit.
Strawberry my first fast. Bro, the first time I ate a strawberry after that.
It blows your mind, right?
Like
With
you appreciate food more.
yeah. So
Like the flavors and stuff. Like you can almost taste the nutrients.
absolutely. When y'all fast, if you guys have never done an extended fast, and Darren and I have been talking about this, and we have a lot of conversations about this, Darren and I do. Look, we always follow the feathers, right? And so one thing that Darren and I have been talking about, these are always a sign for me that we're on the right path, right? Little signs we look for. But our big thing is health. We want to get people healthy. And we're out here and we're showing you all this stuff because we have to show you context for truth.
Right here, look at their date. That cover the thing. So the date 8.
Oh yeah.
That's a C. There could have been a B right there, like BC before Christ.
Look at this. Look at this right here. It's hidden underneath there.
Oh,
What does that say? Same kind of bird. Yeah. But we're out here, you know, trying to show you guys truth. And we have to show you like this. Come on, dude. Come on. Look at this one right here. Right down to the river. Man. What is it? So that's TC 1820. We're looking at this right here, y'all. And you can see, look. Truth in Plain Sight says, Indios, I love his content.
I used to actually be a loading dock.
Oh, Truth in Plain Sight? No, I was just letting him know. He loves your content, Indio, so they love your content. Truth in Plain Sight. He says thank you. Yeah, apparently there used to be a lot of letters, but there's a T all the way over there, then a C. You can see how far down this goes. This is the Hudson River that goes all the way down there. The powerful Hudson. Talk about it all the time. Flat Earth Panda, I will definitely go check it out. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's control through chaos. That's what they want. And if you start thinking about it for entertainment purposes only, of course, everything goes back to Masonic order and the structure and command. And I'm telling you, because I served in these systems unbeknownst to me. That's right. Chaos divides us. And that's how they rule. Control through chaos. They don't want love and light. They don't want this. They want power. They want power. Why do you think that, unfortunately, they silence people like myself or Indy back behind me? And Flat Earth Panda and 13, my brother 13. Everybody keeps my lunch break. I do watch them. And if y'all aren't following me on YouTube, please go check me out. These full live streams are posted on YouTube. So I have, you know, the full 2-hour live streams, the whole thing are posted on YouTube. Oh, we got some more facts here. Y'all know how much I love facts. Barbers. There's a lot to do with barbers. I'm telling you, the barber poles, the red and the white, going back to the American flag. Barbers are very important. Barbers and the barber pole. Truth in Plain Sight, I appreciate the follow. So this says, Troy's regular grid of streets laid out in 1789, right? Dates are important. 1789. Bends along River Street to follow the curve of the Hudson River. This was Troy's first commercial street, where he could buy furniture, clothing, groceries, hardware, and of course, Troy's famous stoves made in foundries that lined the riverfronts for more than 3 miles. We've talked about this. Darren has talked about this. I've talked about this. The bells were casted in Troy, right? Trojan Iron Foundries, that literally says Trojan Iron Foundries, also produce fire hydrants, manhole covers, and entire storefronts. Look closely as you walk around the city to see the word Troy stamped in all these items. Troy, bro. And just like he just said, West Troy, that's Waterville, that's where all the bells were casted. Firemen's Parade on River Street. Oh, yeah, the oldest arsenal in the country. It's been in operation since 1812. And that's we've talked about this war, Uncle Sam, 1812, that war just came up again. Firemen's Parade on River Street, circa 1895. Troy buried all of the telephone and electric power lines in downtown as part of the Urban Renewal Project. Absolutely for a defense. So we've been talking about bells too, like the healing and stuff and all that. Bells are also for a defense. Defense. 1845 view of Troy's waterfront is seen from across the river, the small horse-powered ferry to West Troy, Watervliet. So this is the canal boats unload the goods at the rear of River Street storefronts to the left, while ocean-going ships dock at Troy's Riverfront Industries to the south, Rensselaer County Historical Society. There it is. This is Troy, and this is where we're standing. We're right here. So we're still near the city, Trojan. Literally, Trojan. You'll see Troy stamped and everything. Trojan, Troy. Troy, New York, Babylon, the Hudson River, bro. The Hudson River. And look at this thing. Flat Earth Panda, yeah. Unfortunately, they don't care. Unfortunately, they don't care. They don't care about the history. They care about power. We're gonna go see what he's doing. When Indios and I are out here, you know, we both look at things differently. Two sets of eyes are always better than we're out here. You know, we both look at things differently. Two sets of eyes are always better than one. Layers of brick?
3 layers.
3 layers? See from here. 1 layer, 2 layer.
I'm not kidding. He would literally, might not even eat dinner that night. See where they ran it? It used to run all the way up.
Yeah. Greg Gen X, what's going on? Their power is absolutely sick and evil. Sick and evil. We got up here. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Those red bricks, that's absolutely. Wait till you see what's down here, y'all. Wait till you see what's down here. This has been I'm waiting to show you. Look at this huge red brick door, though. Look at this. This is old world red brick, man. How beautiful that is. Beautiful. Oh. 3 crowns. What do we have up here? I don't even know. I've never seen this before. I've never been here before, y'all. Like walking right here. But let's talk about some symbolism, y'all. Let's talk about some symbolism, y'all. What we got going on? Luciferian torch. Whatever face that is. Some crowns. Templar crosses. 3 chevrons. 3 chevrons. Those would be like sergeant stripes in the army. Right? In the army. Or in the police world. Sergeant stripes. We're talking about Masonic orders. Masonic orders. 3 crowns. Green and gold. Green and gold. Luciferian torch. What do y'all think of that? Oh, Troy architecture is absolutely wild. Reclaimed rubble. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. All old world. Symbolism so important. Now look down here. What do we got going on down here? Candle. And a witch's cauldron. Legit. Some would have been here and here. That's a big door. Big door. They absolutely do. They absolutely do look like crest. Mac Ether, that's a fact. That is a fact, bro. It absolutely goes down further. So you can already tell that this ends all the way lower, right? So law of four corners, what we were already talking about. I can't wait to show you all this. I've been wanting to see this. You know, check out that monument right there. Check out that monument all the way down there. But those are crests for sure. That's a Luciferian torch. John Bass, thank you very much. And Mac Ether, thank you very much. Where's everybody else from? Flat Earth Panda, I really appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Yeah, Amy Sue. My whole thing is that I'm limited. We're kind of limited by different factors, especially censorship. Oh, Philly. Yo, Philly is up on the bucket list. Philly is up on the bucket list. Mississippi? Clayton from Mississippi. I love Mississippi, bro. I was in Camp Shelby in Mississippi. That's where I mobed out of before I went to Afghanistan. 13, my king brother in Illinois. I love and appreciate you so very much, bro. Benson, North Carolina, John Bass? No kidding. Yeah, I was just in North Carolina myself. I didn't get to explore too much this time, but I'm going to be heading back there, so any recommendations would be greatly appreciated. Oh, these are low-income apartments now here? Down in the swamps, Clayton. Yeah, I love it down in Mississippi. I love it down in Mississippi. Yeah, right. So we're going to keep heading down towards this monument I wanted to show y'all. It's a Luciferian torch up there. Check this thing out. Check this thing out. With a cauldron, it may be witch crests, you know? That's interesting. Because that cauldron over there, the first thing it made me think of was a witch. And this is the other side of it. But there's a Luciferian torch up there. And then you see, those are chevrons. And those would be like a sergeant stripes, like chevron stripes. Chevron oil, right? Wow. Yeah, look at down there. Yeah, we can. Yeah. I gotta see this, though. This is what I've been wanting. What's up? We're definitely gonna go down here and check this out. We'll go down there. But I wanna... Steve, could you say hi to your son, Braden? Steve, I can absolutely say hi to your son, Braden. Yo, Braden, what's up, dude? I love you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. We are in Troy, New York right now, y'all. We've been walking around for a bit. I'm with Indios369. You know Indios right here. My homie Indios. We're in Troy, New York. We've been covering all sorts of stuff about the Trojans. The Trojans here in Troy, New York. This is a wild monument that I have not checked out personally. There's all sorts of Nephilim stuff here. If you want to watch my full live streams, go to my YouTube account, Guts and Glory Ranch. I've been posting them there. We're trying to get some followers over there. I'm viral on Instagram right now. So we're doing very well on Insta in a short period of time. You can check me out there as well at Lance from Upstate. Lance from Upstate. Wow, man. Steve, right? No worries, brother. I appreciate you and your son, Braden. I appreciate you big time. 13, thank you. So it's so cool. One of the guys that follows me on Instagram now. Yeah.
Bobby, spare any chain pain applesauce?
Applesauce? 1 second, brother.
I gotta drink cold drinks of applesauce by the end of the night. I ain't eating 2 days.
I don't know if I got any change on me, bro. I'm sorry, I ain't got no change on me. I don't. Sorry. Okay. Usually I do, brother. I apologize.
It's okay.
Yep. I tried, y'all. I don't have any change on me. What I was saying is that one of the people that started following me on Instagram is a deputy that acted on Reno 911, and he was the voice for Rocco in Rocco's Modern Life, dude. And he started following me. I reached out to him, said thank you, and he responded, so I thought that was wicked cool. But there's quite a few big name people that started following me over there, and not that it's anything. I mean, everybody's the same, right? I treat everybody the same. I appreciate you, 13. I'll follow you back, bro. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that we're. It feels like our message is finally spreading out. You know what I mean? 1776. They filmed about the Gilded Age in this neighborhood. Man, this is just like the stuff at the Capitol and all these other places, right? And look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of this thing. The Monitor saved everything. Fortress Monroe. Fortress Monroe. Man. Woo. Famous American Naval Contest. On Lake Champlain 3, Paul Jones captures in the Revolution Constellation and El Insurgente, a Constellation and La Vengeance. Tripoli bombarded by Commander Preble, Decatur, and the Algerians. The Constitution and Carriers. Paris capture British fleet Lake Erie. Commodore Chauncey on Lake Ontario. Constitution captures Conde and Levant. Bombardment on Veracruz. Capture of forts. Mobile Bay. Farragut captures New Orleans forts. The Monitor and Merrimack fight. The Kearsarge destroys the Alabama. 1812. Yeah, no, I see the faces. That's what I'm saying. Y'all remember when I went live in Albany and it had all those pagan faces all through the Capitol? I've been pointing it out. So, like, that's another one. That looks like a face coming out of the womb. I'm not lying, right? There's another one. There's another one. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate you. War on display, right? Troy, New York. These are Freemason columns. Templar columns, Freemason columns. These are all the battles here. To the men from Rensselaer County who fought for their country on land and sea. Beautiful crafts. They are beautiful crafts. And all the battles of... Wow. Check this out. So you see me talk about... I've covered Bennington. And I've covered Saratoga. Burgoyne surrender, right? I've showed you Fort Hardy in Schuylerville, and I've also showed you the Saratoga Battle Monument. I've also shown you the Bennington Battle Monument. Mexican War, and all sorts of stuff about war here, huh? Wait till y'all see what's behind me. And then we have the wreath. 111 people watching. The trumpeter. Woo! Alright. So, I mean, this thing is huge, right? This thing is gigantic. What do y'all think about that giant thing? Look at those people walking down through there. What would be the purpose of that thing? Huh? What is the purpose of that thing right there? Those crests are missing entirely. This is a gigantic, gigantic arch. The first time I saw this, yeah, for a giant, exactly. For a dragon, maybe? Steve, thank you. I appreciate you. Check this out. Those crests are gone. We behold the truth. I'm so happy you're here too. I really am. I'm so happy about all y'all. And to get real for a second, I love every single one of you, and I never thanked you all for helping me get to 10,000 followers. It helps monetize this channel, and it helps make this, I don't know, our message is spreading, and it's now becoming sufficient where, you know, eventually it's going to get to the point where I can afford to take these further trips. So boosting my content helps me afford to be able to go on those further trips. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you all so very much. I want to show you all, and I want to come visit y'all, and I've been trying to meet up with people. I have collaborated with quite a few people so far, and I want to collaborate with more people. I love you all so very much. But this thing is wild, right? And then look at that up top there. And I can't even put into context like how big this is. Woo! I'm falling off of this. And we're literally in a square. This thing is a triangle. This whole thing is a triangle, right? I'm falling off of this. And we're literally in a square. This thing is a triangle. This whole thing is a triangle, right? So down there, that's Indios 369. Indios 369. Indios 369. He's awesome. Go follow him. But this whole thing is on a triangle. It's on a triangle. And we're in Troy. The Hudson River's on the other side of us right over here. This giant arch over here, bro. I mean, come on. I'm going to head over there. And that's the McCarthy building. The McCarthy building. What's the date at the top? I'm going to go find out. We saw one side of this building over here once already. $1776. So there's a sword up there. A trumpet. Man, I'm telling you, these things right here, these things in the center, look at these. That looks like a Moloch to me. That looks like a Moloch, and what else does it look like to y'all? What do y'all think? What's that look like to you? Horns. Yep. There's symbolism hidden in everything, y'all. And these Freemasons and Templars hidden in everything. So this, all right. So I just said that, right? I have not seen the top of this yet. I backed up to see this date. What's at the top of that? That's a Luciferian torch. 1904, a Luciferian torch. Left and right columns. Left and right columns. Luciferian torch, bro. 1904. Look, there's Indios right here. There's Indios 369. Look at the size of that giant arch. Look at the size of that giant arch, bro. Giant arch. That's Indios. Indios 369. Go follow him. Giant arch. At the top of that thing, a 1904 McCarthy building, there's a Luciferian torch, bro. Luciferian torch. Symbolism. We're talking about everything is, you have to think of symbolism. But yes, symbolism. Symbolism, symbolism, symbolism. And we have to think outside further. Solomon's armies were the Templars. Yes. For entertainment purposes only. Solomon's armies were the Templars. That's why the Crusades happened here. All right. They were here just like everywhere else. Here just like everywhere else. We've just been programmed to think differently. It's all hidden right in plain sight. It's all hidden right in plain sight. And the reason why I'm talking about, like, we don't have to necessarily always worry about what time frame things were built. Obviously, this is very intricate. This is huge. Doesn't make any sense. But we're trying to figure out symbolism. This is real-life DaVinci Code stuff. This is why I say that real-life DaVinci Code, like, this is real-life DaVinci Codes. These societies, you know, I used to talk about the elves all the time. Like, from that movie Bright on Netflix. Anybody ever seen that movie, Bright? Where you have the orcs, and you have the humans, and then you have the elves, and like all the magic and stuff. That's a great movie to watch, I'm just saying. But elves have the money. Elves control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Just like Star Wars Rebel Moon. And I'm going to show you. So, Envios is recording right now. So you can see how big this thing is, okay? Compared to him. All right? Compared to him, look how big that is, dude. Come on. there's no facts about it. Like, there's no facts on it. We're in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. 1776 with the wreath. Doesn't that look like a, I'm telling you, that looks like a Moloch or horns, like you said. And then, I mean, either side of it, those kind of Templar columns and then phalluses. The top of a phallus, like, and then you have a triangle on top. Triangle on top. Like another pyramid. That's a Corinthian style column. And somebody up there blowing the trumpet. I can't tell what deity that's supposed to be. But the symbolism in there, that looks like a Moloch to me. That's a triangle pyramid up on top of it. On the other side, like, those look like the heads of what? What are obelisks supposed to represent? Male appendages? No, I'm not in Springfield. I'm in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. Troy, New York. Troy, Troy, New York. The home of Uncle Sam, upstate New York, Troy, New York. Not too far from Albany, New York, the capital of New York State. The Empire State, y'all. The Empire State. Troy, New York. No, Trojan, Sparta. There's a lot of old world stuff here, y'all. I mean, we saw one side of this over here. We still have to walk past there, so we're going to check that out. Yeah, Lion of Judah. So all that, they came here. This is where they came. This is where they came. The tribe came here. The Templars were Solomon's army. They fortified these cities. They fortified these cities. Yeah, Albany, New York is wild. Troy, New York here is incredibly wild. I still have to do Schenectady. Schenectady is wild. I went live in Cohoes with Indios. We went live in Albany. Teresa, hello. I appreciate you in Dallas. I do love Texas. There's so much in Buffalo. Indios and I have to go to Buffalo. We got to get to Western New York. Western New York. Poughkeepsie, yeah, we got him and I need to go all over New York. Laurel Hill Cemetery in Philly. Philly's another one. There's a bunch of places. Man, look at this symbolism though. And it's huge. It's absolutely huge. There's so many places that we have to go. Huh? Yeah, and the faces. The faces all the way around. The cannon? This is where they made the cannons?
That's the French brick that they painted over.
Oh, this is all French.
Yeah.
French brick, French Templar brick. Cannons. Huh.
Cannoneers French.
Cannoneers.
Cannoneer. Open this up.
No, I need a bucket list book. We're going to sit down and have a live pretty soon, and we're going to all chat, and I'm going to put my list together. You guys are going to tell me the list of stuff that you think I should check out, and we're going to figure this all out. You know what I'm saying?
Find way down there.
Yeah. How do they do that? Down through there? Yeah. I'm down.
That's actually a good family friend. She owns a soap shop right here.
Oh, really?
She's there. She makes all natural soap.
Across the river, Waterville, they made the cannons at the arsenal. So, Reclaimed Rebel, we talk about the arsenal all the time. That's the longest running arsenal in the country. It's been in operation since 1812. That's also where they used to cast a bunch of bells.
And it's West Troy.
It's West Troy. So I've shown a bunch of bells on my videos from all over the place. I purposely take pictures of the bells. And
remember, you seen that train
Yeah.
track? They probably built the cannons, brought them over here,
Yeah.
stationed them here, and then they brought them up the train carts up north to the fort.
That makes complete sense. So all the star forts up north that we keep referring to, like the star forts everywhere. I've covered a bunch of them. There's one up in Fort Edward. That's Rogers Island. It's actually where the United States Army Rangers formed. Oh, everything, yeah. No, the bells were all taken down, but the bells were casted in West Troy, Waterville, the Waterville Arsenal, longest running arsenal. I noticed that. You see the Templar crosses at the top, the red crosses up there, all the way on top, red crosses. Look at that. Templar crosses. But yeah, I purposely take pictures because literally I go all over the place, and all the bells that I find are all from West Troy, Waterville.
So I was looking for a triangle so I could go over there because that's sitting in front of the triangle. That's where.
Yeah, that whole thing. I said that.
That's where the sign is. I was looking for the word triangle on one of the buildings. That's where.
Yeah, there you go. The River Triangle Building. So this Masonic triangle, this huge. Look at the size of this thing. Indios 369 next to me here. This whole thing, I told you, that's a triangle. It's built, it's a triangle that it's sitting on, okay? It's sitting on a triangle, like it's the shape of a triangle. And then there's all sorts of symbolism all through that. That deity up there blowing the trumpet. Behind her, she's got a sword. All going back to war, right? All the war. In Troy, New York here, Troy, New York. It all goes back to the Crusades. Absolutely, Wanda. Absolutely. Absolutely, it all goes to the Crusades. The Templars were commanded by Solomon, the fortification of the cities. This is all biblical. Mason's Square. Look, the River Triangle Building. Triangle. The Cannon Building. Down below, we just showed you there's train tracks that go down there. Man, logistics. We're trying to get down...
Captain Cruise Line private charters.
Huh? Public 8,000 viewers so far. Fallen Angel Technology, absolutely. They reverse engineered everything. And then the Templars invented warfare. Really? You think about it. They absolutely did.
The original Roman boot camps are all based on Masonic squares, and each general would have been a Freemason.
There you go, dude. Can you say that again?
The Roman boot camps were lined out into Masonic squares. Each general was on a horse, a knight horse, and they were Freemasons. Each general was a Freemason in their own unit.
There you go. So when we've been talking about knight orders, right? All these Freemasons, all these orders. Right? Masonic orders. Knights of Columbus, Masonic order, right? Templar order. Knights of Malta. You know, all these orders, knight orders. There's so much up here.
Then the original calendar, the Al calendar, was the military calendar. Was 28 days, the perfect square of the month, divided into 13 months. It was their math equation.
And that goes on the moon cycles,
yeah,
and back to the moon cycles. And look at this thing, dude. What is this? Seashell sun deity or whatever on top of here. Look at the squares. What are those squares? Go. Have you ever seen this one?
Yeah. I'm down. This is where the farmers market's at.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course Darren's seen this. But these, I'm telling you, these, so that's representing those two columns there. That's what I'm saying. Those are Freemason X's. Those, I could tell, like looking down. The compasses. It also looks like seal columns there. That's what I'm saying. Those are Freemason X's. Those, I could tell, like looking down. The compasses. It also looks like seals of Solomon. Like partial seals of Solomon. Like.
And there would have been rose windows in each one of those windows.
Yeah, rose windows in each one of these.
Match the colors of them block.
And those kind of look like barber poles, and they kind of look, those are Templar columns, but...
They stone the front of it.
Yeah, this is all stoned out. And then look at the other brick here that's underneath it. That red brick.
The pillar column brick, how it's painted over, but it's older than that.
They can't replicate it. That's right. Because all the Roman concrete and all that stuff, they can't replicate none of this, y'all. And 1100s, well, I'm telling you, and 1100s make way more sense in the timeline, because when I have all these people that talk to myself and Darren from all over the world, and we look at architecture from Europe that's documented, you know, from the 11th, 10th, 11th, 12th century, and it looks identical to what we're seeing over here, more so than being built in the 1800s, like they're saying. You know what I'm saying? What did they say? Oh, did they? People listen to me all the time. I also get a lot of weird looks. We have 214 people watching live right now. Yeah, no, we're missing fractal glass there. Yeah, okay, so...
That was a crest. You could see the dude with the staff.
All right, this is perfect.
See the dude with the staff and it's sanded down?
All right, so
You
we're...
see his head and his shoulder, and next to him it looks like he's holding a cross on the symbol. Right there, 88.
Oh, yeah.
That's a dude holding a staff.
They're absolutely got sanded down.
They put 1 and a 6 on each side.
Oh, man, I wish I could zoom in closer to this, y'all. There's a dude up there in the background that they sanded off behind the 1886 there. There's a dude, literally, there's an outline of a dude. You see his head. I can't zoom in any further. 1842, 1886. I talk to y'all about duplicate dates all the time. That's sanded off. That's a crest. That's a crest. All this stuff goes back to families, y'all. Yes, absolutely. That's somebody's house. This would have been somebody's house, okay? This is all going back to families. 2 different dates, right? 2 different dates. And what do we have at the top here? I don't know when it was originally, but 1886, that behind that crest, that's a man. You can see his head. That's his head. That's his head right there. I can see it right here. I wish I had binoculars.
I didn't even notice it.
Man. All right. And then, yep. Indios 369. Go follow him. But you can see all the Freemason squares that are up top here. All of them up there. And you can see the size of that arch. Different color brick. All painted differently. Templar and Freemason columns on either side. Yeah, no, all these buildings stay amongst the elites. All of them stay amongst the elites. That's how they control. That's how they control, y'all. For entertainment purposes only, of course. Thank you all so much. Indios 369, yes. I appreciate you so much. All right, this one's wild too. So this is where you saw where we started here, right? And I showed you on the other side of these dates. I'm gonna show you where that one is missing entirely, and you can see it's miscolored because that one was added after the fact. Wow. Yeah, it's hard for me to fly a drone, do the live thing. I'm trying to multitask. It'd be awesome to have a team of us. I'd love like a power team of a few of us to go around and do this. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all the support. I really appreciate you. Christian, don't come here to be divisive. You're more than welcome to stay, but we're not gonna throw shade, okay? So you're more than welcome to stay here and offer your opinion, but we are not divisive around this place. No, I'm going to make t-shirts soon, y'all. I mean, those are giant Nephilim arches. Giant Nephilim arches. Giant. I'm going to show you the date over there. See that one? Look, wait till you see. Get Darren to fly the drone? I need to get somebody to fly it. Well, Darren's doing his thing, too. You got to think, like, Darren's got... I don't know what, over 70,000 followers as well. So he's making content while I'm going around and doing live. And we're kind of helping each other. It's 2 sets of eyes. And then we have you all, which is awesome. Like, you guys are the best. Steve, thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Amy Sue, you have a drone? No, legit, a drone? Drone would be so awesome. This is where we started. Remember WB? Here, this giant Nephilim arches. What's that?
There's a giant Egyptian mason hall right here with the fucking wings on it, right here.
Oh, all right. So there's a giant Egyptian mason hall here. But I'll show you when we walk back that way. I'm going to show you the dates on this building because the dates are all funky. Oh yeah, those ones are coming right out. Look at this one. So those are the only things coming out. Why? Come on, the dates are the only things falling off. The 1 and the 8. And I'm going to show you on the other side. Wait till you see the other side. Whoa! I almost dropped my phone. More faces, all these deities. This is a giant arch. Do you see the size? I mean, this is a giant arch. I'm going to walk up there. All these faces, man. He's got horns. Like, yeah, that's cool. Let's have a horned guy here. Yeah, where's the Freemason? Explain that for me. That Freemason. Can you explain why they have horned people out here? Yeah, face plant. Oh, look at that. There's a fleur-de-lis. 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 That's what it kind of looked like to me a little bit. Kennedy Hall. Oh, yeah. Okay. Y'all remember this? I just showed you one of these in Springfield, Massachusetts. One of these big Egyptian Freemason. Dude, do you remember seeing this in Springfield, Mass? I just showed one of these in Springfield. Springfield, Massachusetts.
Then you got Rensselaer, 33 degrees.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You are definitely on it. Darren, wait till y'all see this. We are in Troy, New York. Troy, New York. Trojan. You know, Troy, Sparta. Look at this. Here we go. There it is. Troy. Rensselaer County Department of Aging. Rensselaer County Department of Aging. Troy Area Senior Service. So these states, states, look at all the lions of Judah. The Judah lions all around the bottom. Look at that, Judah lions all the way around the bottom. Freemason Square. Yep. 13, awesome. Solomon, absolutely Solomon. Absolutely Solomon. Absolutely. That's just absolutely. I just showed you guys the same symbol. The other one in Springfield was far more intricate. Exactly. Eduardo BC. Is that how you say Eduardo BC? All founders, all founded. Things are founded. Giant. That's a big old Nephilim door right there. This is all Solomon. Now Solomon commanded the Templars, just like I talk about with Yeshua, right? Yeshua didn't let. Who says he likes crosses, bro? Who says he likes crosses? I have crosses on my arm because I was in the military. Who says he likes crosses? That's what he was hung out on. Y'all know me. Anybody that's been watching me, you know how I feel about all this. All the deception. All the deception and control. It's time for love and light. And another that looks like Moloch, right? Owl eyes, Moloch right there. I appreciate the follows. Thank you so very much. 223 people watching live right now. Please go and check out my videos. I'd really appreciate it. Help boost the algorithm. These full live streams are on my YouTube. This one will be on my YouTube. Go check it out there. The whole thing uncut on my YouTube, Guts and Glory Ranch. Please go give me a follow there. No, sweet face, absolutely. So I've been thinking about crosses a lot, and I was a Protestant. When I joined the military, I became a Protestant, and I have crosses tattooed on my body because I believe in Jesus, Yeshua. And I realized through my awareness and through my awakening, my awareness, that, man, the symbols that are used, the biggest trick the devil ever pulled was, convincing the world he doesn't exist. And they do it by hiding everything entirely in plain sight.
So the only difference between them eagles at that Mason hole and that is that there was two of them mirrored.
What's that?
That eagle and then that Mason hole, the eagles on each side, it's where that mirrors. It's the Mason. You see the crest that got between.
Oh, look at
He's a soul and a Templar brick with the crest that got sanded down and put
Templar. All right, yeah. So Darren's just talking about now. This is another Templar built TTC 80 19.
Mason building you just showed it had them birds mirrored on each side.
Yeah.
Because this is a hole, just like that Mason hole was. The temples used to be banks.
Temples used to be banks. Yeah. Solomon's Bank. You mad, cuz? What void are you talking about? Yeah, Key Bank, exactly. Wanda S., you are spot on, my dear. The Catholic Church, the Vatican, right? The city-state of the Roman Empire. Hey, in real time, just asking. I know what it stands for, but you know when you become an attorney, what test do you take? The bar? Can somebody tell me what the definition of the bar exam is in the comments? B-A-R, the bar exam. When you become an attorney, you take the bar exam. So that keyhole pattern. But seriously, I want somebody to tell me. I know what it stands for, but can somebody tell me what the bar, the abbreviation is? British Accreditation Registry, right? British. Bar is not American. And when you're an attorney, you're a foreign agent, bro. You're a foreign agent. Listen, I'm a retired detective. I went to combat. I quit on October 1st of last year. I quit my only career since I'm 17 years old, bro, to try to expose this and try to spread truth. It all goes back to the crown. It all goes back to the 3 city-states, right? Washington, D.C., the Vatican, London, okay? And that's part of it. Yes. Trojan.
Up to date with the Templar. You see it?
What's that?
Up to date with the Templar.
Oh, yeah. Up to date.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Tiffany glass.
Tiffany, is Tiffany glass?
All this down there.
All this is Tiffany glass?
Yeah.
You don't mind being on camera, do you?
No.
Okay.
If you want to go to Detroit, if you get in the Troy Public Library.
Troy Public Library, go check.
My sister works there. It's all beautiful Tiffany glass, all the churches, all that blue and purples and all that.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem.
Same sign up.
A thing about it on the corner.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
That's the way you work tonight.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Sweet face. So I keep talking about barbershops for a reason. The barber poles, the colors of the barber poles, the poles on the outside of them, the barbers, the Berbers, the Barberinis. Hey, somebody with Chat GPT, ask it about the Berberini and that city-state we were talking about. I don't want to talk about it on here. For entertainment purposes only. Sweet face, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate all the love and all the support. And I appreciate if you all could go watch my videos. I know I've been posting like some different stuff lately, right? But I'm a poet. I'm a lyricist. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. And so I said, I've been posting some of my poetry. And so I'd really appreciate if you all talk or give that a listen. It has a lot to do with all this because I talk about all this stuff in my poetry. And this is a way to kind of put that knowledge out, right? And again, like I said, I quit my career to come out and do this. So if you do make purchases in the TikTok shop, that does help me out a lot, and it helps me out in a big way. So thank you for all the support. This. You see this again. Oh, what made me get into poetry, Jessica? So, growing up, I was a poet. I love poetry. I love writing, and I had aspirations to be an English teacher, actually. And I joined the Army when I was 17. My mom kept kicking me out of the house all the time, and my dad was in and out of prison, had a rough life. I needed to get out, so I joined the Army when I was 17. My mom signed me over right after my 17th birthday, literally as soon as I legally could, as soon as I turned 17. And once I did that, it changed me in a big way. And I had to dim my light and change and conform. And I was in the Army, and then I went to war. When I was overseas, I carried a guitar on my back. I was an infantryman, a light infantryman. And all my buddies know I carried a guitar with me everywhere I went. And it's a true story, and I always play guitar. There's pictures I put in my slideshows and stuff. I've been a musician all my life. But when I got out of the military and became a police officer, I was a detective and all that kind of stuff. And I was facing a lot of things, and it caused me to dim my light out. And I didn't have that creativity anymore. I was morbidly obese. I was depressed. You know, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff from overseas, dealing with a lot of stuff from in the streets, dealing with a lot of stuff from my childhood trauma. This is why I talk about all this stuff. I talk about being a man, right? And setting the standard and being the change we want to see. This is all real. But either way, to answer your question, when did I get into poetry? I've been into it my whole life. But since I have been, you know, back into this and becoming myself again and being my true and genuine self, I have gotten so much more back into poetry, and I literally have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks full. I'm always banging on the guitar. I will play more for y'all. I don't post a whole lot of that because it doesn't seem like TikTok likes to push that out, but I have been posting it. So I'd appreciate any love that you'd all give me. Go and get notified, sign up for notifications on my page when I go live. That helps. Sign up for notifications, and when I post new content, watching it all the way through, liking it and doing all the things helps in a big way as well. 13, I thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. You know, it's all about our struggles, and we can look at them one of two ways. We can let it destroy us, or we can let it make us stronger. And it's all about it's all about learning. We're all here on this journey together, learning together. And there's no more I, there's no more you, it's all we. It's all we. Ink of the Bully Pup, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. So this must be all that Tiffany glass. So this, for sharing. So this must be all that Tiffany glass. So this.
Every time you see a clear window right there in that wall across the street, it was that.
Yeah, so everything, all of this glass, this is all Tiffany glass. Is that the sign over here? But I think I read. Did we go past it? I got ranting there for a second.
Chief artisan, and I told you how Solomon elected all the chiefs over the artisans for the labor force.
Yeah, the chief artisans.
He elected the chiefs over the labor force.
Well, that was that whole thing in that square that we went to down there.
Yep.
The fence was made by a master iron and
master iron worker. Iron workers laid all your railroads too. So my buddy, his dad worked for the iron workers for the railways. He has his jacket and it has the lodge number on it and everything.
St. Paul's is a historical and artistic treasure renowned for its majestic beauty. The entire interior was completely remodeled by the Tiffany Co., New York City. Their unified vision during the 1890s and is arguably their greatest masterpiece. Decorated with towering stained glass windows, Tiffany lamps, superb mosaic tiles, stenciled walls, and Italian-inspired Gothic trusswork, St. Paul's is a superb house of worship. While J.A. Holzer was Tiffany's chief artisan, much of the work was completed by local craftsmen. So chief artisan, just like Indios was just talking about, Solomon appointing chiefs.
Chiefs. Over the labor force.
Over the labor force, right? I know we got a bunch of comments coming in. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, John. I appreciate you.
It's a good example of the Tiffany glass in the windows, because they're still right in there.
Oh yeah, some of the blue glass?
Yeah, that's how it was. This whole building would have been blue. And you guys know about blue and the direct energy stuff, how blue shields and stuff, they would bring people into these buildings.
As the bells go up. As the bells go up.
Pianos at the same time, it would create a resonance, which y'all just seen real time.
As the bells go off, buddy. As the bells go off. Blue glass, healing glass. If you look into cobalt drinkware, look into why people drink out of cobalt drinkware. And why different colored glass, it resonates a different frequency. And so different colored glasses can heal different things. It's a Templar cross, Nephilim door. I broke up. What would you like me to repeat? I'm sorry. At what part did it cut off, Wanda? I apologize. It might be this area. Was it this area earlier that I wasn't getting very good service? Established in 1905, erected in 1926. Wanda, I will repeat whatever you'd like, dear. Where did you lose me? Oh, look, more pineal glands, pine cones, pineal glands right there. That's what that is, y'all. See that right there? In the middle, I know my finger's in the way. That's a pineal pine cone. 10,000 views, 10,000 viewers. So awesome. entrance, the counties of Ireland. You know, there's a lot of Irish influence around here, and we talk about the Irish for a reason. All right, we got to go this way? All right. Nope. All right, we're going to keep going for as long as I can go. I got 23% left of my battery.
Here and go to that lower part, or I can take you to the next church.
You want to go to church? Or what?
This church is wild. This Freemason church.
All right.
It's embedded in the church.
Yeah, let's go there.
It's ran nothing towards the women, but it's a woman in charge. And back in the day, women weren't supposed to be the heads of the church. Only people would have called women priests.
Gotcha. That was a department store in the 80s. Clayton James, what stopped, buddy?
It was a cash bazaar. It was a merchant.
Who's that?
It was a cash bazaar. It turned into a...
Oh, the cash bazaar. Yeah.
They're all merchants. Deceive the nations.
Oh.
It was a cash bazaar. It turned into a...
Oh, the cash bazaar. Yeah.
They're all merchants. Deceive the nations.
Oh, this old brick.
Okay, so this matches the building in Waterford.
Do you think churches are energy harvest centers? Absolutely. It all has to do. It just depends on what one, like you said. Like
this is a fort that he's showing right now. This didn't harvest energy. This was like a defend. They literally were like fought wars out of this building.
yeah, so this would have been like a fort. All right, we talk about Solomon commanding the Nephilim. First Baptist Church of Troy. This is where Samuel Wilson, Uncle Sam, attended services and served as trustee from 1808 until 1817. According to church records, E.N.S. Wilson supplied the brick used in building the original church at the cost of $457. $457. House of worship erected. Man, look at the size of that door, bro. Look at the size of that door, bro. House of worship erected come on. 1816, or the first Baptist church constituted 80. Come on. Average white guy, what's up, brother? Darren and I are actually just talking about you.
Who?
Average white guy.
Oh, we were.
Yeah, we were just talking about you, brother. So sweet face to answer, like, this is a Templar fort, right? This would have been a brick fort. This is a Nephilim door, okay? But some of them, yes. Some of these, when you look on the inside of these things, the resonance, the cathedral, inside of it, the rounded resonance. Man, I gotta get. Man. I wonder if, hey, Darren, do you mind taking my phone? You can even walk over there. I want him to, yeah, the Greek symbol, right? Does anybody know? Man, but the AD, do you see how the AD is up there? House of Worship. AD 1816, the First Baptist Church constituted AD 1795. What is a Nephilim door? A Nephilim? Nephilim are giants. It goes back to the Bible, the book of Enoch. Nephilim. You can look that up. You can even search it here. Book of Enoch, Nephilim giants. Here, Darren's gonna hold the camera for me.
Alright, well, I love you, Phil.
Look at you looking on live.
Nice. How many viewers you got right now?
I'm gonna call you when I'm done. Alright, bye.
Sorry.
He's camera shy.
Feather. What y'all think? What do y'all think? Yeah, David and Goliath kind of stuff. Wicked Witchy Poo, how are you? How are you? Who's
I
that?
think that's one of the people they unfollowed, and I couldn't remember her name.
Wicked Witchy Poo?
Yeah.
Christina?
I got to refollow her. She's gone up. I didn't remember. I just remember it was Witch.
Darren says hi there, Wicked Witchy Poo. We've had a great live. We've had over 10,000 people come through. We're at 20% battery right now. Oh yeah, so Darren told me about this. So this used to be the Vietnamese place.
Used to be a Vietnamese chef.
There you go. Darren used to be a Vietnamese chef, legit. And this is where the restaurant was. He's told me about this. He's going to cook Vietnamese food for me.
We won Business of the Year. My uncle did when it opened. My uncle's Vietnamese.
No, that's pretty awesome. So there you go. Darren's uncle's Vietnamese, had a Vietnamese restaurant right here, and he was a Vietnamese cook. He's going to cook Vietnamese food for me. Lily. Okay, so the Greek says Phi Gamma Delta used as a fraternity or something. I don't know. Maybe. That's interesting. No, it's absolutely amazing. Indios has been raving about his food that he's gonna cook for me. So we're gonna, what? Are we heading back this way? Which way?
We can go that way or that way.
No, whatever way you think's the best way to go.
Take it on this way. You get to see more businesses and structures.
All right, perfect.
Show them the Judah Lions. Did you show them the Judah Lions on the front of this one?
I don't know if I showed a lot of Judah Lions so far.
Huge, just like you can't.
Battery's down to 19%, y'all. Thank you for the love. I appreciate all the love.
This is the Rensselaer County Courthouse.
So this is the Rensselaer County Courthouse. Rensselaer County, Rensselaer. Von Rensselaer. Look at the Rensslers. Von Rensselaer. Rensselaer was a 33-degree Mason. He was a governor in New York State. Appointed. Rensselaer. Everything to Rensselaer County. I'm sorry, bro. Do you want to go live again tomorrow?
Yeah, I need to make more footage.
All right, so we're going to be live again tomorrow, probably around the same time. I don't know where we're going to be live yet, but you can catch us tomorrow. And make sure you go to my main page and sign up for notifications. Hit that bell up on the top right-hand corner, pretty please. Free Mind Co. You got to start paying attention to every building, dear. Hey, you mind holding this for a second, Darren?
Look at the marble.
Look at the size of this thing. All marble here.
I'll back up so you can get it. I'll back up so you can get it. So this was wide open. They installed the steps right here. The steps were a second edition.
Thank
you. See the concrete don't even match. That one's rusted out already.
And there's a difference between like this concrete and Roman concrete.
Roman concrete is permanent bonds.
Permanent bonds.
Permanent bonds. Water cannot penetrate the bonds. They don't rust. There's no ionization.
No ionization.
Nothing, no anything.
Let's see what this says over here. This is a star. 1812. In honor of the men of Rensselaer County who served their country during the War of 1812. Neptune.
The same stuff they built the World Fairs for, and they were like, oh, these are temporary constructions, and then they're still up today. That got the ones they left and didn't knock down.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the stuff that was, you know, World Fair, right? World Fair. We talk about resets all the time. There's mini resets. I did not show these Judah Lions. Holy cow. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. And these huge arches. This reminds me of the Capitol.
Some of them like have water spouts.
Wow.
Some of them like have water spouts.
Wow. On this mosaic.
Can you show this?
Yeah.
See, it says 93, and then ones are cut in at a different time. They're spaced out differently. It's not the same font.
And this is the geodetic survey, and this goes. And this goes to the Coast Guard.
It's the watermark, though.
Yeah, you know why? Because we're under maritime law. Different things. Exactly. Different things. Exactly. Lions. Look at this. Come on. And look at that. So we went over to that side already in this park. We didn't even check out that yet.
You didn't see that?
Not that side.
Side of it goes, we can go all through here.
Yeah, can we check this out first?
This has Rensselaer put into it, has county put in V, that's Roman.
So it's got a Roman, so the V cut in. Man, wait to see this. Another giant door, y'all. Well, this got my attention here. Oh, yeah, right there.
County courthouse, that's Roman.
That's Roman.
They added this 1 and the 3 on the outside of 1913. It's 91. That's why that marker down there had them ones on each side. That metal one down there with the edited dates, the ones didn't match. That's how you could tell when this one was built. They added more than just ones in 1,000 years to some of the buildings.
All sorts of, man. And these crests that are up. But then it's got this tower attached to it. Gotta be my.
The arches of Titus, when Titus conquered Jerusalem.
The arches of Titus?
When Titus conquered Jerusalem in 70 AD, that's 20 years later.
70 AD.
Herod and built.
Wow, and what it. And this is the public library. This is where that guy told us to go. But Darren would have known anyway, but this is what.
To be honest, I knew it was here, but I forgot about it.
So that guy, look it up there. Gemini twins. Is that what that's supposed to be? On the other side? Twins? Crests? What is that, y'all? Then there's an eagle up top. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being here and alive during this Amy Sue like in its heyday? There's a library. Duality. 111 people. Duality. 111 people watching right now. Troy Public Library. City of Troy. Waves and, man, those are interesting. Well, what do you think, y'all? What do you think? Fancy library, ain't that a fact? Ain't that a fact? I don't see no cornerstone. It's all brick. This is all facade. There's definitely, well, maybe copper's dripping down from there. That green color, that green tint is copper. Here's the other side of it. What's that?
Those ones are open.
Oh,
windows on the side.
They are open. So we talk about being open temples and stuff. Look, on that side, those are open. Those are open on that side. Sweet face, does it really? Yeah, they're unfortunately got to boost this stuff out because the evil that be. I'm sorry, sweet face. Oh, more Uncle Sam stuff. East. I need to get to New Orleans in a big way, Clayton. Like I said, we gotta help me make some money on here, and I'll be able to travel more. You guys can't see right now? So Samuel Wilson, familiarly known as Uncle Sam, erected the dwelling in which he resided many years. He furnished beef to military camps during the War of 1812. Beef, huh? I was just talking about beef today. The Troy soldiers called it Uncle Sam's beef. Others suppose the name referring to the inspector's mark, U.S., gradually applied to all the government property, and ultimately Uncle Sam came to designate the United States' first throughout the Army and then everywhere. So meat, right? Meat. We just talked about meat. The king's meat. The king's meat. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? You know that from Pink Floyd? You know what I'm talking about? Another brick in the wall?
King size Reese's, the king size Hershey bars, everything's king size.
King.
Burger
King. King size Reese's, king size Hershey's. Come on now.
They're
What?
all merchants.
Come on. It's all merchants. We're talking about Uncle Sam. So they just said U.S. from Uncle Sam. He provided beef, all this meat, right? We just talked earlier. I made a video about the sulfuric waste and literally your body when you ingest red meat. And I'm not judging anybody for eating red meat. I'm just providing information. But when you ingest red meat, such as beef, lamb, and pork is bad too. But when you ingest it, the byproduct of it is sulfuric acid, and it's very, very high on the sulfuric waste scale. And when in terms of control, like eating meat 3 times a day, the king's meat, all this carnivore pushing carnivore, like I'm not saying that people can't eat meat. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that like we need more we're supposed to eat fruits and vegetables, lighter foods, like higher vibing foods. Electrified living. Like literally, you all know me. I don't wear shoes. I'm wearing shoes today. This is the first time I put shoes on for Alive in a while. It's raining out now. Better start making our way back to the truck probably. My phone's at 13%. Head back that way. Oh, this thing is wild.
Come back here tomorrow though. There's still this whole street's all brick. There's the temple Bethel Jacob or Asher Levi, the first Jew settled. It's on this side of Troy too.
Sweet.
There's a synagogue right across the street from us.
Y'all want to see us come back to Troy tomorrow and keep going?
There's still another cathedral down here.
There's all sorts of cathedrals left. All right, we'll come back to Troy tomorrow. Indios and I are going to be live again together tomorrow. And let's see. We've been going for 2 hours and 18 minutes. We're going to see if we can get 2.5 hours here. And we picked up 55 new followers. So thank you all so very much for joining the fam. Again, I'm here with Indios 369. We'll be live again tomorrow here in Troy, New York, in the Empire State, bro. The Empire State. This is where it all is, the Roman Empire. Yeah, everything's all, you can see part of it. Something was up there written. Wonder what was written there.
And like I sanded dump truck bodies for a thing, dude. They could have at least finished it.
How about we're gonna plan for tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Set the bell and I'll make a video and I'll say tomorrow at 5 o'clock. How's that sound? Or do you guys want to do later than that? Does 6 o'clock sound better? How about tomorrow at 6? How about tomorrow at 6? We'll do tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Does that work for you, Darren?
Tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow at 6. All right, so we'll be live tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And I'm going to do a video just to let everybody else know. Russell Sage College. Founded 1916. So I showed you the other side of this with that big marble thing. We looked at this Hart Memorial Library. Look at that. Look at that. And then that tower. We didn't even look at that. Dinner and a show. Awesome. It's a date. No, we'll see y'all tomorrow for sure. We're going to try to go for 10 more minutes. We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. We've had 50,000 hearts and over 11,000 viewers. 11,500 viewers. It's beautiful. Beautiful walking through here.
And that's called the reset.
Yeah, there you go. There's the resets happening in real time. Stuff getting covered up. And look at Russell Sage College.
You see the copper? It looks like they tried painting it with like some kind of.
Oh yeah, at the top, the varnish.
Battery could have been on fire.
Could have been. Everything gets burnt. Templar
Makes
columns.
sense for that right there. If it was on fire, we see what's in Burlington Memorial.
Yeah. I'm wondering what this sign says right here. Ooh. Russell Sage College commemorates 75 years of women's right to vote, and Elizabeth Cady Stanton's speech at the dedication of Curly Hall. Troy.
Emma Willard, you did a video about her. Did you see her past one, Troy?
Well, so Emma Willard, there's so much stuff with... Yeah, we gotta... There's so much stuff with the Willard family. It's another one. And look at that thing just... That building with the two lions on either side over there.
You got the Masonic arch right here.
Literally Masonic arches everywhere. Everywhere. Yellow brick. In honor of Emma Hart Willard, who on this spot established AD 1821 the first permanent seminary in America for the advanced education of women, erected by her pupils and friends, AD 1895, her most enduring monument, the gratitude of educated woman. Doesn't it?
It's just funny because Hart is on the 30.
Her heart's on everything else. Listen, I'm not trying to be rude whatsoever, okay? And I'm not trying to be rude. But that doesn't look like a woman to me. Does that look like a woman to you?
George Washington and them had long hair.
Yeah. Like, does that look like a woman to y'all?
This person's middle name's on all the streets and Masonic halls, too.
Yeah, the Hart name is on Hart. Hart, the middle name, is on all these Masonic halls and everything around here. But does that look like a woman? I show you guys, I literally went to the Brooklyn Museum and showed you I have some other footage of people. Look like a woman? I show you guys, I literally went to the Brooklyn Museum and showed you I have some other footage of people, but I showed you the noses. But footage of like statues that were supposed to be women. Come on, you can tell the difference between a man and a woman and a statue when they make it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Masculine woman, maybe. Yeah, exactly, brother. Exactly. And I'm not trying to say...
She's jacked.
What's going on with the fingers here? I don't know, bro. Inverted, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting, that's for sure. That thing is wild. The courthouse. Lions of Judah.
That's the video I went viral on and they took down.
So Darren went viral on a video and they took it down. They took it down. Viral on a video filming that place.
I had like 250,000 in a day.
250,000 in one day. And then there's, what's the numerals at the top? M. All right, let's see if we can back up and see this, y'all. I'm trying to see.
They're wrong.
Yeah, I just don't know what they are. They got trees in the way. Let's see.
It's a Roman day. I don't know what the M and all that means.
M.
X is 10, the end of it's 4.
MDCCXCIV. M. M as in Michael. Michael, David, Charlie, X-ray. Charlie. Egyptian, European, and Monarchies, brothers and sisters, cousins from lower Mediterranean. Oh, Darren definitely hit a sore spot with that one. They said that you hit a sore spot when you went viral on that video and they took it down.
I know. I posted scripture over it too.
Yeah, you posted scripture over it too, so they definitely didn't like that. Oh, here we go. I'll be able to get a better angle. 1792? 1792 is what that stands for?
That might be wrong. MDCC.
You remember that video, Melly? Melly remembers that video, Darren.
It's funny. 1896.
1896.
They keep saying
I know that we got some awesome people on here that know like Roman numerals and look it up real quick. Yeah, and then look. The Judah Lions, right? Protecting the Freemasons. Corinthian columns. Look at the blue color that's painted up in there. Blue and gold. Blue and gold's royal. Seashell sun deities.
You see the glass through the window on the inside of the
Yeah, look at the glass through there. Can you see the glass?
All throughout this was Tiffany glass.
That's glass in the ceiling, y'all. That's glass literally in the ceiling. That's Tiffany glass.
Through, you see how this one's patterned like a star? It
Yeah.
would leave the color wavelengths shining
Yeah,
through
right
it
here.
and leave them patterns on the floor.
It's wild.
You go stand right in it.
Thank you, Lily. 1894. 1894 is what that stands. All right, 1894 they're saying. I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I got 9% battery left. 76 people watching right now. I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I got 9% battery left. 76 people watching right now. We've been live for 2 hours and 26 minutes. Eyes to see and ears to ears to hear, brother. Eyes to see and ears to hear. That is the truth. That thing's wild. Y'all have to go to my YouTube channel and check that out. I'm gonna post the whole thing on my YouTube. But I went around that whole building there. My phone's about. Yeah, it took ownership in 1894. Facts. That thing is huge over there. Man. And this thing is huge. Which way do we have to go back? That way? We're gonna see if we can.
This way, down this way.
This way? All right. My YouTube is Guts and Glory Ranch. Guts and Glory Ranch. It's on my TikTok page. If you go to my Glory Ranch, it's on my TikTok page. If you go to my TikTok page, it's right on one of those links there. Guts and Glory Ranch. Amy Sue, thank you very much. Amy Sue said that she loved the live. Appreciates us very much.
Welcome. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. We'll keep it going here. See how much further I can get out of this battery. We covered a lot of this stuff, so I mean, this building is absolutely wild. But we covered a lot of this stuff, and it's all going to be on YouTube.
See the Heart Museum.
Oh yeah, the Heart Museum. So we talked about this.
Heart Clouet car restoration.
Heart. And then we just showed you that statue that's supposed to be a woman, and you know, by all means, it could be. Rensselaer, keep talking about Rensselaer County, Von Rensselaer. Look him up. Rensselaers. The Dutch 33-degree Mason. Oh, look, a feather. Another feather as I'm talking about Rensselaer being a 33-degree Mason. Oh, yes. Wanda, thank you so very much. There are clips from other of my lives on my TikTok page. I'm also on Instagram, Lance from Upstate. Check me out there. I mean, this thing is wild. The feathers, all the clues, synchronicities, that's right. And the bells hit at the perfect time. And well, what is that thing? That kind of looks like a.
They do it for like the time. They're just playing up there.
Yeah, they're just pounding them. But what is that white thing up there in the corner of that brick structure?
That's the veneer.
The veneer, yeah. And we checked out that church. We showed you that church there. The bell, yeah. Troy Music Hall. Troy Savings Bank Building. Oh yeah, this is when I had the big. Yeah.
That's that place where the lady was making the doctor. That's that right across from the hall. This is 33. That's 30 back.
Bro. We have.
Did you know who's on it? Rod Backus.
We're on it. All right. All right, we're gonna see something real
I was
quick.
recording and he was standing right here. He did the thing and I was saying it right here.
Yeah, look at these businesses. All right, they're down in the basement. What does this say? Bro, incorporated. Literally says incorporated.
Oh, you can see the Tiffany glass underneath it.
Yep. Tiffany Glass, Troy Savings Bank. And then on this side, erected when? It's raining now. Incorporated? So what's why no one owns the hospitals? We're after the 1800s. Well, the hospitals were all built by the same people. They all control the same stuff. Templar columns, Mason columns. Man. All right, my phone's at 6%, y'all. 6%. This is a pizza place in a basement down here in Troy. Look at, oh, there's a Moloch. That's definitely a Moloch. Little Moloch hidden right there. Moloch. That's Indios 369. Troy Savings Bank. It is raining on us now. It is raining on us now. Huh? What's that?
Pretty sure that's the owner. They keep pointing at us. Look.
Oh, really? Wow. And look at the backside of it. It's pouring now, y'all. It's raining on us. All right, so listen, y'all. We have been live for 2 hours and 32 minutes. We had 12,000 views and 55 new followers. 9 gifters for a total of $4.08.
So you got time to show them the inside of this place? If you just put the phone up to the window, the inside
Yeah.
here is crazy.
All right, we're going to show you this one more place right here.
This is all original.
Whoa. Can you see? Check that out. There's columns right here. Pioneers Bank.
Imagine living in here.
Imagine living in that. This would have been an open temple. Wild.
These things were open too, like on the one down the street. But they got it by where it goes.
Oh, yeah. Pioneer Bank. Man. All right, we'll keep it going for a minute, y'all. We'll keep it going. No, we're good. There's so much. We're going to be back here tomorrow anyway. We're gonna...
Number 10, that's temple number 10.
Temple number 10. Temple number 10. Number 10. Triangles at the top. Oh, look, Molochs. Right there. In the windows. Above the windows. You don't see the 2 eyes?
Oh, okay, yeah.
See that? That looks like a Moloch to me. What do you think? Darren's talking to somebody. Those look like Molochs to me. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you all so very much for all the support. Oh, so this is... Yeah. Thank you all so very much for all the support. Oh, so this is back to... where a lot of y'all came in. Right here. Huge monument. And there's a giant Nephilim. We're in Troy, New York. We've been live for 2.5 hours. My phone's at 4%. We're going to be cutting it off here in a second, but we're going to be live again here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Myself and Indios 369. Indios 369 is right behind me here. There he is.
I'm on 3.
Huh?
I'm on 3.
He's on 3. So I'm on 4% life for my battery. He's on 3%. I'm going to show you all this. So this giant, I mean, this thing is huge. I don't know how tall it is, but it's got to be 100 feet tall. Close to 100 feet tall, this monument. Here, you want to hold this real quick? We'll show them the size of this. This thing is huge, man.
I told you they had the Tiffany glass. They got the full panel right there in the window. See it?
Oh yeah, yeah,
They
the
took it
full.
out.
Yep. And then check this huge. Look at the size. The people are walking under there. Look at that. Yeah, Rohan. I put shoes on for this one, brother. I put shoes on for this one. What's that?
The window, the Tiffany window, that was in one of these windows on this street. And it's the swastika.
Oh yeah, the swastika. Yep. Sure. And then look, there's a Templar cross right there.
Streamers, right?
Another Templar.
They got the streamers good. Look, this is your streamer. This was on one of the streamers. Anybody knows pattern recognition.
Look at this.
This is the surface of your cell. Hey,
Yep. Sorry. Then look at this. 1812. It all goes back to 1812. The War of 1812. Everything around here is 1812. The Watervliet Arsenal has been in operation. Oldest arsenal in the entire country. 1812. Talk about Uncle Sam here supplying the army. 1812.
in the window.
All right, so there's this. Right? Check that out.
Polaris.
Polaris. Check this out. Telling y'all, it absolutely goes further down underneath. But listen, y'all, my phone's at 2%. I'm gonna turn this around. My phone's at 2%, y'all. I love y'all very much. We had a great live. Thank you. Go check out my YouTube channel, Guts and Glory Ranch. This live will be posted there in its entire length. I also had the last few lives that I've done posted there. Eddie O, thank you very much. I will definitely connect with you on Insta, brother. But I love y'all so very much. Thank you. This is Indios369.
See you guys tomorrow.
Darren, my brother, we're going to see y'all 6 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, his phone just
I
died.
should see it better.
6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I will make a video when I get home to let everybody know we're going to be live in Troy, New York again tomorrow. But I love y'all. My phone's at 2%. Stay wild. Question everything. We'll see you soon. Catch you on the flip side.